What if I told you that a single penny, a coin you might have tossed into a junk drawer, could be worth nearly $1 million? Not a typo, not a scam, just one coin from 1980.no mint mark, current value? $952,000. Right now, as you're watching this, someone out there is unknowingly holding this rare penny in their hand, maybe even pocketing it to buy a piece of gum. That here's the question: imagine handing a penny to the cashier for your morning coffee and accidentally tipping them a house. Oops. In this video, we're diving deep into the rare 1980 Lincoln cent without a mint mark. Why it's worth a fortune, who's looking for it, and how you can tell if your old coin could transform your life. Stick around, because by the end, you might be looking at your change jar with a whole new mindset. Back in 1980, the US Mint was producing billions of pennies. Most were stamped with a small letter, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mint mark meant Philadelphia. But something strange happened. One batch of pennies left the mint floor without a single identifying letter. At first, no one noticed. After all, what's a penny worth? A cent. But collectors, they noticed something very different, something off. You see, the absence of a mint mark on a 1980 penny isn't unusual, unless, what makes this coin so valuable isn't just the mint mark. It's the error. It's the rarity. It's the near perfect condition that just shouldn't exist, and it's the frenzy it causes in the numismatic world. Let's be honest. Most of us can't even find matching socks. Imagine finding a $952,000 coin in a sock drawer, and here's where things get urgent. That exact coin, graded MS67 red, no mint mark, sold for almost $1 million, and collectors are hungry for more. That penny might be sitting in a jar on your kitchen counter. Or at the bottom of your car's cup holder. It's not just a penny anymore. It's potential. It's freedom. It's the escape plan you didn't know you had. So how do you know if you have the penny? Here's what to look for in 1980 on the obverse side. No mint mark under the date. Sharp, clean lines, no major scratches, or wear a bright red copper color. Ideally, uncirculated condition. But wait, there's one more detail even seasoned collectors sometimes miss. I'll reveal that in just a minute. Now, how do you sell it? First, get it graded. This is non-negotiable. You'll need a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll confirm the condition and authenticity. Next, you want eyes on it. High-end collectors, dealers, and auction houses are constantly scanning for verified, rare coins. Some specialize only in these ultra-rare 1-cent coins. And here's the thing, these coins don't show up often. That's why they spike in value. That's why the moment you find one, you don't sit on it, you move, because markets change. Demand can shift, and someone out there is always just one day ahead of you. Let me ask you something: if you could turn a penny into almost $1 million, what would be the first thing you buy? A new house, a debt-free life, a ticket out of the 9-to-5. Now, remember that one last detail I mentioned? It's called die doubling, a slight, almost invisible doubling effect on Lincoln's profile or the lettering. Only a handful of 1980 no mint mark pennies show this, and those are the true unicorns. If you spot it, your coin could be worth even more than $952,000. Here's the truth: most people overlook the small things. They throw away pennies, ignore the signs, wait for luck to knock louder. But the smart ones, they look closer, they dig deeper, they take action. So before you leave this video, go check your drawers, check your jars, check your pockets, because sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest opportunities, and if you find that penny, well, let's just say, your life might never look the same again. Just don't tell your cousin Steve. He'll want half. For more rare coin secrets, because this is just the beginning, let me know if you want this script adjusted for voiceover pacing, visuals, or broken into a YouTube Shorts version as well. Absolutely. Here's a faceless YouTube script for a 10-minute video about the 1985 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth $952,000, crafted with a clear, sophisticated, and inspirational tone for your audience of 30 to 65-year-olds who want to sell rare pennies and live wealthy. It uses the 3-act structure with emotional triggers, pattern interrupts, smooth transitions, and cliffhangers. Imagine holding a single penny in your hand worth nearly $1 million. Sounds like a fantasy? What if I told you that right now, somewhere in America, someone's old Lincoln penny could change their life forever if only they knew its secret value? Stick around, because this story will blow your mind and maybe, just maybe, put you on the path to your first million. Let's take a step back to 1985. A year when pennies rolled out of the mint in billions. Ordinary, right? But hidden among those countless coins was a rare treasure, the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. Now here's the kicker: you might be holding one without even realizing it. It looks just like the pennies in your pocket, but it's what's missing, the mint mark, that turns this ordinary coin into a fortune. Think about this: millions of pennies were produced with mint marks, but the no mint mark variety? Extremely rare. So rare that collectors and investors are willing to pay hundreds of thousands, some even close to $1 million, for one. Pause for a second. What if your jar of pennies has this hidden gem? The value isn't just in the metal, it's the story, the rarity, the secret scarcity that fuels a market frenzy. Here's where it gets serious. The current market value for the 1985 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny? Roughly $952,000. Nearly $1 million for a coin smaller than your thumb, but don't rush to check your couch cushions just yet. Finding one is like finding a needle in a haystack, but that's exactly why it's so valuable. And here's a question for you: are you sitting on a fortune you don't know about? Because many people are, and they only find out too late, when the market moves, or when it's sold by someone else. By the way, if you thought saving pennies was boring, think again. Turns out, one tiny coin could buy you a luxury car, a dream vacation, or even your first investment property. Suddenly, those pennies in your piggy bank don't seem so boring, do they? This coin's value isn't just a number, it's a ticket to financial freedom, a legacy for your family, a life upgrade. But the market is competitive. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Prices fluctuate, buyers get savvy, and rare coins slip through fingers like sand. So, what should you do if you suspect you have a 1985 no-mint Mark penny? First, don't panic. Many people try to clean or polish rare coins, huge mistake. Cleaning can ruin value faster than you can say $1 million. Second, get it professionally appraised. Authenticity is everything in this game. An expert eye could confirm if you're sitting on a goldmine or just an old penny. Third, if it's real, consider how to sell smart. Auctions, private sales, and collector networks can all maximize your return, but here's the twist: many sellers miss out on millions because they don't know where to turn. There's a secret insider path to selling these coins that can make all the difference. Curious what it is? Stay tuned for my next video where I reveal the top strategies collectors use to turn rare pennies into life-changing wealth. The 1985 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is more than just a coin, it's a symbol of opportunity, a reminder that fortune can come from the most unexpected places. If you've got pennies lying around, don't dismiss them. The next millionaire could be you. Remember, time is ticking, the market is moving, and your chance to strike gold might be right under your nose. So, are you ready to find out if your pennies are worth millions? Because this could be the start of your wealth story. Would you like me to help you with the next video revealing those insider selling secrets? If you want, I can also add timestamps or adapt it for specific visuals or captions. Just let me know. Imagine finding a dusty old penny in your kitchen drawer. Now imagine learning it's worth almost $1 million. Sounds unbelievable? Well, what if I told you it's real and it's hiding in plain sight across the United States? Of the 1978 Lincoln 1-cent penny, no mint mark, no attention, and yet potentially worth $952,000. But let me ask you, when was the last time you checked your change? Seriously. That little copper coin could be your forgotten lottery ticket. Today, we're diving deep into why a simple 1978 penny without a mint mark has stunned collectors and set auctions on fire. We'll uncover what makes it rare, why it's so valuable, and how you can spot one hiding in your own home. But here's the kicker: there's more than one kind of 1978 penny that could make you rich. So don't blink. Because the clock is ticking, and if you're not paying attention, someone else will cash in on what you ignored. Let's go back. The year is 1978. Gas is 63 cents, disco is alive, and pennies, just spare change, nothing more. But here's what most people missed: the Philadelphia Mint produced Lincoln cents without any mint mark. That's normal. But then came an anomaly. A certain 1978 no mint mark pennies started popping up with flawless condition, rare copper compositions, or dye varieties, little imperfections invisible to the average person. One in particular, flawless, high-grade, untouched, was recently valued at $952,000. But now you're wondering, why that penny? Well, let me break it down. Grading is everything in coin collecting. A penny in your drawer. Maybe $1. A penny graded, a game changer. That's mint state 67, almost perfect, and red means its copper surface is in pristine condition. Add a rare strike variety or die clash, and suddenly, collectors will fight for it. Ever seen two grown men bid $100,000 over a 1-cent coin? It happens. And now, here's a pattern interrupt. Did you know the US government once lost $500,000 trying to save a few pennies? Oh, the irony. Anyway, back to your drawer. So, how do you know your 1978 penny is worth 6 figures? Let's walk through it. First, check for no mint mark under the date. Then, inspect the condition. Any signs of wear? Finally, consult a grading service like PCGS, or if your coin is in mint state red, congratulations, you're not holding a penny. You're holding a piece of history, but wait, there's more. There are whispers in the coin community about undiscovered die varieties from 1978. Some believe the rarest ones haven't even surfaced yet. Imagine being the first to find it. Now that's a story out. Here's the truth most people ignore: wealth doesn't always come from grinding 9 to 5. Sometimes, it's found in forgotten places. That little coin jar on your kitchen counter, that's not spare change. That's potential. You're not just watching this video because you're curious. You're here because something tells you there's more to your old coins. More to your lifestyle. More to what's possible, and you're right. So what do you do now? Grab a magnifying glass. Find every 1978 penny you own. Look for that no mint mark and inspect the surface. If you see anything close to flawless, don't guess, because that's what separates a penny from nearly $1 million. Here's your cliffhanger. What if the most valuable 1978 penny in America hasn't been discovered yet, and it's sitting in a shoebox under your bed? Would you throw it away, or would you change your life forever? The next story could be yours. But only if you take action. Today, hit that subscribe button. Share this video with someone who hoards change like a dragon hoards gold, and remember, would you like a shorter version, or a breakdown by timestamps for each section? Did you know a single penny, yes, the kind you might find stuck between your car seats, could be worth nearly $1 million? No, this isn't clickbait. This is a true story. Today, we're diving into the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin so rare and mysterious that collectors have dropped over $950,000 just to own one. Let that sink in. 1 cent worth a luxury home. So before you toss your change in the tip jar, stay with me. That dusty penny jar in your kitchen might just be your retirement plan in disguise. It all started in 1971. A year of bell-bottom jeans, Nixon speeches, and an economy starting to feel the heat, but beneath all that, hidden in plain sight, was a minting mistake that would become legendary. The U.S. Mint in Philadelphia struck millions of Lincoln cents that year. Most were ordinary. But a handful weren't. They looked normal. But if you look closely, you'll see something missing. Now, here's the kicker: Philadelphia coins weren't supposed to have mint marks back then. So what's the big deal? Here's where things get spicy. In a tiny batch, a die error resulted in a doubled die obverse. Essentially, Lincoln's profile and inscriptions like "In God We Trust" appear slightly doubled. These coins are nearly impossible to spot unless you know exactly what to look for. Some call it the coin that hides in plain sight. Like a lottery ticket you didn't know you bought. And here's the scary part: millions of Americans may have owned one and never knew. Quick question: when's the last time you checked your penny jar? No, seriously, there's a better chance you'll find a rare coin in there than win the lottery. And unlike lottery tickets, you don't have to pay a dime to check. Now, let's talk value. In a recent auction, one of these rare 1971 pennies with a doubled die and no mint mark sold for $952,000. Yes, you heard right. Almost $1 million. That's not hype. That's history. Collectors go wild for these kinds of errors because they're accidental, unrepeatable, and incredibly scarce. So, how do you know if your penny is the real deal? Start with the date, 1971. Then, look at the motto, "In God We Trust," and the word liberty. Do the letters appear shadowed or doubled? That could be your ticket, even if it's not one of the $950,000 coins. Lesser versions in good condition have sold for $1,000, $10,000, even $50,000. How's that for some side hustle energy? And here's the emotional trigger: every day, more of these coins are lost, spent, damaged, thrown away. Time is literally erasing your chance to strike gold. Imagine explaining to your grandkids that you had $1 million coin but used it to pay for a gas station. Coffee. Don't be that guy. Or gal. Or grandma. So, what now? First, grab your old pennies. Yes, that means opening those drawers, jars, glove compartments, old purses. Second, get a magnifying glass or use your phone zoom. Check for that doubling effect. Third, compare it to certified examples online or get it appraised by a reputable coin dealer. Don't rush. Don't guess. This isn't pocket change, it's potentially life-changing money. Collectors are watching the market right now. There's urgency. Demand is rising. Supply is shrinking, and the best part, you don't need a trust fund, crypto, or stock market wizardry to get in on this. You just need to look at what's already yours. And if you're wondering how one man turned a single penny into nearly $1 million payday, stick around for our next video, where we break down the full story behind that record-setting sale, what he did right, what he almost did wrong, and how you can follow in his footsteps, because that story could be yours next. Would you like me To pair this with subtitles, visuals guidance, or background music suggestions? What if I told you that one tiny penny sitting forgotten in your drawer right now could be worth nearly $1 million? Not a typo. Nearly $1 million. And no, it's not from some secret vault, it's the rare, elusive 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you could be holding the key to your financial breakthrough. Ready? Let's dive in. Imagine the year 1968. America is in turmoil, the world is changing fast, but somewhere in a quiet minting plant, something extraordinary happened. The Lincoln penny, a coin you see every day, was minted with no mint mark. No D for Denver, no S for San Francisco, just a plain 1968 penny. Here's the kicker: this mistake, this tiny detail that most collectors overlook, has turned into one of the most valuable coins in the world. Why? Because no official record confirms its existence, making it a true rarity. Now, I know what you're thinking: a penny? Worth that much? Are you messing with me? Nope. This penny's current market value is a staggering $952,000. But what exactly makes this penny so special? Let's uncover the secret. So why does this 1968 penny, with no mint mark, have millions chasing it? Because it's a coin that defies logic and rarity rules. Unlike coins marked with the D or S, these no mint mark pennies slipped through unnoticed. They're the ghost coins collectors dream about. Think of it like finding a misprinted dollar bill or a rare baseball card. Its scarcity drives demand, and that demand fuels an explosive value. But here's the twist: many people have these pennies without even knowing. Could you be sitting on a fortune right now? Maybe in that dusty jar you forgot about, or a collection passed down through generations. Now, here's a question to reset your brain: why would a penny, usually worth 1 cent, suddenly jump to nearly $1 million? If it sounds crazy, that's because it is. But the coin market doesn't reward logic. It rewards rarity and history, but don't get too comfortable. The window to cash in on this opportunity is closing fast. Coins like this don't stay hidden forever, and the market is heating up. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to get top dollar. Here's the moment you've been waiting for. If you own a 1968 penny, or any old Lincoln penny, your next move could change your financial future. First, don't just toss your pennies in a jar. Get them appraised by a reputable coin expert who understands these rare no-mint mark varieties. If you find this gem, you're sitting on a life-changing asset. Imagine selling a single penny for nearly $1 million, paying off debts, securing your family's future, living the lifestyle you've dreamed of. But here's a cliffhanger for you: what's the one thing most penny owners do wrong that costs them thousands, even millions? The answer might shock you, and I'll reveal it in the next video. So, don't miss out. Check your pennies, act quickly, and if you find that rare 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, get ready to join the Millionaires Club. Remember, the future belongs to those who act today. Will you be one of them? Would you like me to help draft the next video on the biggest mistakes penny owners make? Or maybe a detailed guide on how to authenticate these coins? Just say the word. Would you like me to add timestamps or suggest visuals for this script? What if I told you that a small, rusty penny in your pocket could be worth nearly $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single 1961 D Lincoln penny could change your life forever, turning your dusty coin collection into a fortune. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover might just make you rush to check your old jars of coins. Let's start with the basics. What makes this ordinary penny so extraordinary? The 1961 D Lincoln cent is not just any coin. Minted in Denver, its value skyrocketed due to an incredibly rare mint error that experts call the $1 million penny. Now, before you roll your eyes thinking, yeah right, another internet myth, let me tell you this is no urban legend. Picture this: a coin that looks almost identical to the ones you've seen 1,000 times, but because of a tiny flaw and error in the mint mark's placement, it became a one-of-a-kind treasure. Imagine holding history in your hand, a history so unique it commands a price tag of $952,000 in today's market. But how did it get here? Why is the market value so astronomically high? We'll uncover the secrets behind the rarity and what savvy collectors are willing to pay. And no, your grandma's lucky penny from 1961 probably isn't the one. Sorry to burst the bubble, but luck isn't enough, you need knowledge now. Why does this matter to you? Because thousands of Americans just like you are sitting on hidden fortunes without even realizing it. Old pennies, stashed away in drawers, jars, and dusty boxes, could be your ticket to financial freedom. Think about it. Selling one rare penny could fund your dream vacation, pay off debts, or even secure your family's future. The excitement of uncovering such wealth isn't just about money, it's about the power to transform your lifestyle. But here's the catch: timing is everything. The market for rare coins is unpredictable, but demand is surging. People are paying top dollar now, and prices are climbing fast. Hesitate too long, and you might miss out on the peak of this golden opportunity. Ever wondered why some pennies are worth millions while others stay at face value? Stick around because the answer will blow your mind. Here's what you must do next. First, examine your collection carefully. Look for that tiny D-mint mark and check its placement closely. Experts have documented exact spots that signify the rare 1961 D penny worth a fortune. If you find one, don't rush to sell to just anyone. Getting a proper appraisal is crucial. This could be the most important coin in your life now. Imagine holding that coin, knowing it could be worth nearly $1 million. How would that change your life? The truth is, many have already transformed their futures by discovering such coins, and you could be next. But wait, there's one secret insider tip collectors rarely share that can multiply the value even further. Want to know what it is? Make sure you watch till the very end of this video to unlock this hidden gem of knowledge. Here it is: coins certified by top grading services command exponentially higher prices. Getting your penny graded by a trusted authority not only proves authenticity but also opens doors to wealthy buyers worldwide. It's like turning your coin into a VIP pass for collectors' elite auctions. Imagine the excitement of seeing that $952,000 figure appear in your bank account. Imagine the freedom and security that kind of money can bring. This isn't a dream, this is a real possibility for anyone with the right knowledge and a little bit of action. The clock is ticking. The market is hot, and the next millionaire could be you. Don't wait until someone else grabs your fortune first. Check your pennies, get them appraised, and step into a life of wealth and opportunity. Remember, sometimes the smallest things hold the greatest value. That penny in your pocket might just be your golden ticket. Want more insider secrets on rare coins and how to maximize your profits? Subscribe now and hit the notification bell, because your journey to wealth starts today.